Hello. Today I am going to take you through something that is near and dear to my heart and a very big part of my coaching practice for the past year, and it's called Radionics. So a Radionics device inside, and I'll let you see how thick this is kind of, it's no different in some ways than a radio, right? What does a radio do? You tune it to a certain dial, and just out of the invisible sky, you get country music or rock and roll. Okay, so think about that. Wrap your head around that. How can you just move a dial and get different sounds coming out of your speaker? Well, that's how Radionics operates. Only instead of bringing music, we're tuning in to individuals, people, pets, farms, groups, and then we're finding the right dial to send them a certain substance. I'll explain a little bit better. So here we have what's called a witness well. So when I first start out, I would put a picture of the person that I'm going to be working on. The person, pet, soil sample. I'll show you really quickly over here. I'm working on a vineyard that I've been working on for a few months. I have a soil sample, plus I have a picture of the vineyard itself. So anything that distinguishes the person or group or plant or whatever you're working on, that goes in the witness well. Okay, then we have over here what's called a Cori coil. You can see how big this is. This is a beautiful, way more above average that comes with your machines because this is custom made. This is a gorgeous Tesla coil. This acts as an antenna. Think about a radio. It acts as an antenna to seek out the vibration that we're seeking out, the frequency, but it also acts as what's called a stick plate. So that's how I know when my dial is on the right number, because when I put my hands around this, it will stick. Over here, I have a potentizer. We won't spend too much time on that today because that's for homeopathic remedies and maybe charging crystals and things like that. Okay, so how I would do it is I would put a picture of the person I want to work on, maybe a hair sample, whatever it is. Or if it's my coaching group, I just put a list of all the ladies' names that are in my coaching group. And then you measure using this. You set the dials. There's certain rates. I have billions of books on this, but there's certain rates. The average that we start with, the kind of the industry standard is 9. This dial would be 9. This dial would be 49. Then I would turn this intensity dial to see where this individual's general vitality is. Okay, so we know where the general vitality is. Then I know what her affirmations are. So I would then maybe write her affirmations down. This happens to be for a real estate agent who wants to increase her productivity. So I would write that down as an affirmation. I might put things like in this one, I think I have a nice piece of citron in there because citron is the crystal that is for abundance and wealth. There's also some pre-charged cards, reagents is what they're called in Radionics, but I won't go into all that. This is a gorgeous crystal from Marty Lucas on self-love, because really, if you think about it, whenever someone wants what they don't have, it's not a matter of just saying, oh, let me help this person manifest $1 million. It's balancing and improving and expanding and increasing that person's energy so that they're capable of attracting that. And then, of course, I'm going to put little things in there that's going to help increase her financial abundance and her real estate productivity. But I want to be really clear. A lot of people think Radionics, there's even a book called The Wish Machine. And in theory, it's fine. But in reality, we have to always start with the person's general vitality so that we can increase it. And I always work on auras and chakras and things like that, because as woo-woo as they sound, energy is everything. And if I want my dials to increase someone's productivity, I've got to increase her energy field. Does that make sense? I've got to clear her energy field. I have to help balance it. So then what I would do, once I know her general vitality, is I would start adding things to it, like this crystal or a reagent or maybe an essential oil. And I would test it again to see when I brought her general vitality up. Then I would also, using this dial, test to see how long I should leave it in here. Okay, so maybe it says 2 hours, maybe it says a week, maybe it says 20 minutes. It's all over the place. Then once I have all that set up, then I would turn my banks on. These are already on because this little girl is working right now. And then I would turn my device on. Okay, and then I would leave it for however long was the indication. and it's all over the board. The thing is, sometimes I get, for someone, who just may need more work, it may say 4 days. And that can be a real pain because I've got 5 other people that I need to put in my well. And I need, and every time you're done with one client or one person, you've got to clear it all out. You take a magnet and you clear it all out, put all the dials, turn it off, set them to 0, do your intention work, all of that. And this is why I have 2 machines. I also have a little other one, but because sometimes one machine is busy, but this is the granddaddy of them all. This is my favorite. If you look up close, you can see it says Experimental Agriculture Analyzer. Radionics devices have been, I don't know how long now, but they're banned in the United States as medical. We cannot practice medicine with them because you will get arrested and they will take all your toys away. But at the end of the day, it's because it's so effective in helping heal the body. That's why we're not allowed to use it. So you fill in the marks on that. Anyway, I don't want to practice anything illegal, and I followed the law. So I use it for my coaching clients who want specific things. But I just want to really express that it's very important when I do this. I don't just pop in here with a cup of coffee and just start diddling away. It's important that I get into the alpha brain level state because I want to make sure that when I'm feeling the stick and I know where my dials are, and I want to make sure if I want to get, let's say, abundance country music on my radio, I don't want to accidentally hit a tune where I go scarcity, rock and roll, right? Whatever it is. So it's really important, as with any kind of intention work, that you are in the meditative, relaxed brainwave state, because that's where you connect to the quantum. But I will tell you, and I've been studying this stuff for, many, many, many years, written 23 books, and I will tell you that radionics, in my opinion, is the most effective and scientific-based intention instruments that you can have. So anyway, that was my spiel. If you have any questions, let me know. I am happy to answer them. Thank you.